What's going on, everybody? Katie, I'm Kris here. Want to go through VA loans real quick. A lot of people know regular old traditional VA loans. I get the VA loan. So, what is the VA loan? If you're an active duty military or a veteran like myself, I'm a retired Marine, did 20 plus years in the Marine Corps. I get to use the VA loan if I'm eligible, right? Most everybody is if they're in that boat. But typically, the best part about the VA loan, it's of course zero down. You can always choose to put down money if you want to, but it's zero down. And of course, there's still going to be closing costs. A lot of people are confused on that, but there's ways of working around that. Just get with a lender, get with your agent. You can talk a little bit through that. But the best part is you're always going to get the best rate. And I think one of the coolest parts about the VA loan is the underwriter is always trying to find a way to say yes. They're always trying to find a way to say yes. But most people are used to the VA loan where I found a house in a normal neighborhood, I want to use the VA loan. What a lot of people don't know is that there's a lot of other options for the VA loan as well. One of them, you could buy multi-units, so up to 4 units. Especially, I wish I would have known this when I lived in 29 Palms. So I was stationed out in 29 Palms. I was at TTECG, and I was at the schoolhouse right before that as an instructor. And it was one of those cool things where they had threeplexes and fourplexes everywhere in 29 Palms. What I could have done is gotten the VA loan. I could have lived in one of the units and rented out the other 3 units in order to make an income or offset the total mortgage that I had on those 3 units. Well, all 4 units, I guess you could say, right? And then that would still be something in my portfolio that I would have had after retirement. So what I would recommend is younger military. If you're still active duty, it's an amazing way. I have a buddy of mine. He's a retired Master Chief, and he bought a property at every unit he went to. Every time he got stationed somewhere, he bought a new property. I just talked to a young Marine yesterday. He just got stationed in Quantico, and he's looking, this is his second duty station. He's looking to purchase his second house and hold on to it. He still has the first one, which he bought on a VA loan. He's looking to buy a second one on a VA loan because you can usually have 2 VA loans at a time, as long as there's your eligibility is still there, right? And he's going to buy another house, and he's going to live in it as his primary residence. And he's going to leapfrog and keep buying properties at every duty station he has until he retires. If you do that, you can have 5 to 10 properties in your portfolio. So when you retire, if you retire, right, if you stick around, that's just giving you money. So multi-units is a great way to go as well if you're young and you're in the military, or even if you're older and you just want to live in a unit and rent out the other 3 units. It's a fantastic way to kind of get into being an investor using the VA loan, right? Another one you can do that a lot of people don't know, a renovation purchase loan. Still talking about the guy I spoke to yesterday, young sergeant in the Marine Corps. This home that he's looking to purchase, his second home, he's actually moving into this place, and it's rough. There was a fire on the property. He's picking it up super freaking cheap, and he's going to put about $100,000 worth of renovation work into it. Here's the best part: you can use the VA loan. You can use the VA loan. You can purchase a property, right? We'll close on that property with the VA loan. The appraisal is going to appraise for its after repair value. You're going to have a contractor come in and say, hey, I think it's going to take $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in order to renovate this property to meet your needs. And then we get the loans. Let's say the loan was for $100,000. Now it's $140,000 with renovation. You move into you close on the property, renovations take place, then you move into the house the way that you want it. So a lot of people don't know that you use a VA loan as a renovation loan. If you want to do some research on that, if you're finding me on YouTube, you can go back and look at other videos that I've done. The easiest way to kind of get an idea of how that program works, because there's not a ton of information on the VA renovation loan. It's basically a variant of the FHA 203K loan. FHA 203K loan. It's a variation of that, but it's specific to the VA product. Okay. Next one, ground up construction. What if you want to build your dream home? I have a guy who's ended up becoming a good friend of mine. He was or is a Vietnam vet, and he lives in New York, or used to live in New York. He's born and raised in New York, went in the military during Vietnam, got out, went back to New York. And he's at that age where he's like, hey, I just want some space. I want some land. I want my dream home, and I want to retire. He's he's retired now. So we used the VA loan to actually build his dream home. This is what's cool with the VA loan. You can you can buy the land, do the construction, all with one loan. It's called the VA one-time close construction loan. You could do it with manufactured or stick-built house. He did a stick-built house. And he was able to get the same benefits as the VA loan when you talk about low rate, right? When you're talking about zero down, he did zero down. And he was able to buy the land and do the construction with one loan and didn't make payments until he moved into the house. That's awesome. If you look at the old school way of building your dream home, what you're basically going to have to do is get a land loan, which is super expensive, put a cape on it, and you can fly away. It's so high. Then you have to get a construction loan, same thing, a high down payment plus interest. And then you have to refinance those two loans into another loan. With the VA one-time closed construction loan, it's just one loan. And you don't make payments until you move in, when your home is done being constructed and you move in and it's your house. So I wanted to make sure that I talked a little bit about these other types of programs that you do with the VA loan, because nobody really does. And they're amazing products that you could use because you earn the benefit. I've been using the VA loan personally for my own home purchases since the 90s, when I was a young sergeant. And it's awesome. It's awesome. So if you have any questions, which people do, a lot of people find me on YouTube, just call me. My phone number is right down below. Just give me a call. If you have questions, even if I can't help you, at least I can give you guidance and direction. Even if you're working with a lender already and you feel like maybe they don't know something, just call me. If you have questions, I have people call me, they're already in escrow and they don't feel like they're getting the answers that they're looking for. Just call me. I'm available. If I don't answer, just leave me a message. I'll call you back. Or text me. A lot of people text me too. Don't email me. I won't look at it. I'd hate to say that. I suck at emails so bad. I'll try to, look, if you email me, 50-50 shot, I might reply to you. If you text me, I'll reply to you. If you call me, I'll always answer, or I'll call you right back. But if you ever have a question about the VA loan, hit me up. All right, appreciate it. I will talk to you all later.